Hunter, you look scathed. Hey, for what it's worth, I think you did okay out there. You got some decent hang time, even given you were wearing, what, 70, 80 pounds of chainmail? On the Stark scale of reckless yet daring heroics, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry, you'll get there. With a little help.
It is doubtful you could have done better. If you could, you would not have raised me from the dead.
Whoa, 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 don't go all rap. You did a commendable job. I couldn't help but overhear Auntie Caretaker over there telling you to get some rest. No one should be forced to walk the hallway. So, here we are. The old room, huh? It's, full transparent. Stopped here before, while you were out. Wanted to surprise you with a nice little housewarming present. Was all set to write you a lovely welcome note, but I'm fairly certain that wasn't red ink in your quill.
I assure you, there is nothing to fear here.
Well, it's easy to say not to be scared of things that go bump in the night when you are a thing that goes bump in the night. I don't even watch horror movies, and...
Horror?
Oh, you'll love them. Imagine a painting come to life, moving. Well, I suppose I should leave before whatever monstrosity that is...
May your sleep...
Right back at you. Oh, and if you hear the shrieking of... Hi, I'm Tony Stark. But if you're hearing this message, you already know that. When I'm not saving the world, I solve the world's problems with technological means, like the one you're holding. I call it the Spark, a secure information and communication device built only for superheroes. It does all the usual, private messages, pictures, and calls for some reason. But it also comes with access to Superlink, a private social network exclusively for your cape-wearing, world-saving compatriots. You might ask, Tony, aren't you just repurposing a failed product from your communications division? If you do, I'll revoke access and let everyone else know you're a jerk. I call it the Wonder Man rule.
We were all so happy then. My old journal. Maybe it is time I start writing in it again. Charlie! I know. I missed you too.
Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend. A grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be. I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something. This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could. Charlie was restless all night. I should have known something was wrong. We'll talk more later, but for now, Stark has requested your presence in the forge. I think he has another present for you.
Intriguing.
I'm almost getting used to seeing you on your feet again. Almost.
Hunter.
Hunter?
Next thing I know, the Sanctum is airborne and covered in slime.
I don't get it. Strange couldn't just magic his way in? Do I look like a Tony? That explains so much.
think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The Forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now it all makes sense. Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered, well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two were such skilled smithies.
Yep, I am Iron Smithy.
Perhaps you should just try it on. Still think it could have used a cloak.
Stylish, damn near indestructible, and we even got the size right. Not bad for our first collaboration. I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to... Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damning? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot.
It is nice having an armorer on demand.
Anytime. I tried to make this version a little less palatable to the... What's this? But tools are just one part. You were out, what, 3? I'm betting you have questions.
You must...
Well, Pops was tragedy struck when I lost them. I spent my early teens at MI. Then one day, fortune shined. So I did what...
I guess we have...
Yeah, no kidding. I can't tell you how hard it was to memorize all that at Skrull Sleeper Camp. Just kidding.
I take it that...
Impact-resistant carbon composites, some And hey, the built-in communicator means we can talk to each other without sim.
So it is a marvel...
Lightweight, nearly indestructible, and frankly, I wouldn't have used your old suit to wax the mandible.
Is all that...
It might surprise some people. Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma... At least they did.
I cannot...
Well, I wouldn't take it but yeah.
Seen any...
What, other than my roommate? Boom! But on a more serious note, this place is legitimate magic.
Was it suspicious?
Actually, yes. It just poofed in next to me out. Cute little thing.
What?
Oh, that's right. Basically, we've got a gigantic demon inside the magic box here that provides near limitless power for whatever we might... Sounds insane, but...
Okay. So...
Have you ever known it? We need to know what we're making first. Otherwise, I'd have already whipped up.
Thank...
Anytime. Remember that creepy gamma? If you have a minute, meet me at the end.
Hunter, you're new. I know it's easy to look upon me and...
You mean if...
I assure you, Hunter, I do not Your awakening ritual was admittedly a touch more...
You did not awaken me...
Ah, yes, you mean complete your prophesied destiny, and how you feel is just... I, for one, do not know if I still can't believe what transpired. The sanctum, all that knowledge, Wanda, lost. With all my resources, all my gift.
Lilith's power has placed a dark shroud over a...
Your words are appreciated still. It's not just the Sanctum Sanctorum that was lost, but I am determined not to let that happen.
That creature.
Unfortunately, yes. He's something of a fixture in New...
It sounds like...
Of course.
Tell me about your sanctums.
In your time, I'm sure you... The Sanctum Sanctorum was shielded by...
Will the wards ever
It may be possible. Tony did offer a military...
How did...
Wanda's story is... There was an accident on the Abbey grounds. Agatha had been teaching Wanda, hoping she would... As their training... Eventually...
Let...
Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at ye old demon hunting school, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element. Calling it coil for now, given its unique atomic structure. Man, I love acronyms. This stuff is more volatile than Nick Fury on a Monday morning. But Hydra doesn't seem to mind.
They're using it to get stronger.
Exactly. A few drops would make your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves with it?
No, nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line. I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
I like where this is going.
Just give me a little time here and I can whip up some pretty fun toys. How about we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change? How's it going, boss? Give me a minute. Take your pick, Hunter. I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop here.
Hunter, when you have a minute, come meet me in the yard.
Don't forget to write. Farewell.
Fascinating. What is this?
Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, any questions?
I did, but they are about you.
Right when it's time to train? From all Sarah told us about you, she never described you as lazy.
I learn faster if I understand the person who trains me.
I can respect that. Go ahead.
Tell me about the Midnight Suns.
All right.
What can you...
Nothing.
I'm...
Which
What?
keeps to it.
That...
She's a private person.
One day...
At her own pace. Anyway.
What?
He's open with people. He's quick to make anybody. She's the young.
Why...
She's usually right, and she keep.
What?
And any.
Tell me...
Well, there are a few people I tolerate. Sarah, I respect. I'd follow. I'm surprised that you're surprised. You know what she's in.
Do you...
I think we're the only one, and I think we're pretty. Speaking of training. Of course.
Can I...
You say... A vampire bit my mother. Don't know. Caretaker.
Did she...
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires if I... She gave me safe haven. So when she reached out and asked me to be... Is your name... Oh, really? Your mom, before she became the mother of...
That...
It takes...
So... What?
It's...
Is it
No.
You...
I don't exactly know. Much of the last century was a blur.
What happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost my mind exactly, but I got into a rhythm and... None.
And...
She... Time to take it to the next level. We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here. Peace. All right then.
Yes, hello.
Hey.
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Yes, Dr. Strange. I'm Carol. Kidding. Carol's fine. Not gonna lie. Going a few rounds in well, not so much fish as that ginormous invulnerable... True, if only a man-eating alien demon monster hadn't eaten ours. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. If my time as a pilot taught me one thing, it's that as in Hydra. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking.
Just how...
Let's just say that I'm willing to unleash... You'll find me in the war room when you're... Welcome back from...
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore. The gamma signature...
Ow. The gamma signature is completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the gamma signature from the Sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Oh, wait, you're being serious?
We should be able to track this new gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive encryption, net transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, you know, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Find me when you're ready.
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
It was just recently that the Hudson Yards Development Restoration Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr. Banner through.
Probably can scratch abandoned off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Johann Fenhoff. That hack. I heard he was dead. Well, hoped is perhaps the more accurate description.
Calls himself Faustus now. Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Not just Hydras. Liliths. That's magic coming from those crates. I can feel it.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation? You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
I need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Kill them.
I always considered Faustus a bit of a crackpot, but his fundamental science must be sound. The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display.
Learned it by watching you, Bruce.
had your chance to escape. Hail that.
Let's do it! Which arm are you guys again? Arm D, B team, third string? Here we go!
Forever in service. Payback's gonna be fun.
They're hoping to wear me down. Looks like they have got help.
I've never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon hunter, right? Should get the blood pumping.
Like myself every day.
Get ready. These fanatics are always the same. That's not supposed to hurt.
Cannot stop me like that.
On Delta responding.
Is it possible he somehow stabilized the rate of decay within the particles themselves? How else could he be achieving such a high yield?
I don't know, Bruce. I'll be sure to ask him when we're done punching out the bad guys.
They're on the move.
Now I see why so many fear your strength. You were too weak for this fight.
Go, now, quickly!
Let's go, go, go!
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device.
Watch out!
Get her!
For the record, Bruce, I did not smack that thing.
Noted, Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead. And the mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
Come here. Now that was something. Weak, even for Hydra.
One more time.
Ought to make things interesting. Time to get...
I think they can arrest you for that in New York, Blade.
One less thing to worry about. Approximately 16,342 more to go. I suggest starting with the remaining Hydra forces in your vicinity.
Hydra is in control of the situation.
Deja vu.
Philip would be embarrassed by your weakness.
Finally, it's my turn.
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma and various unknown.
Unknown to you. There is dark magic at work here. We must not let Hydra escape with it.
the desertion rate is for Hydra lackeys.
Don't blink.
The battlefield is ours. We're all gonna get it. Time for the real.
Did someone feel a breeze?
To be crystal clear, we won't be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variance gamma signatures without a baseline resonance sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Got it. Stop. So that's how that works. Don't blink!
You make that look almost too easy. No mercy for the servants of war. Your mother abandons you.
We've done it!
What is this thing?
Bad guy crate. Full of bad guy stuff.
I know those symbols. From the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier. That one, almighty. Something, something. Gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves? Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid, you do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The Eternal Spirits of Vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the fourth quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night.
Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
You know what they say? All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on. You should hang out.
I should rest. Another time. Let me see. How did this work again? Fascinating.
You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of One speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes?
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Nico, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of ancient wonders a little?
That looks good. Very nice. I will see if I can find you a treat later. Who is a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
Something tells me you don't have a favorite movie. Well, we can start you out with one of my favorites. I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Sorry to hear you went through that.
It was bad, but I learned to deal with it. It's the only way forward, right? Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, it makes me hate. I just learned. I'm kidding. Enough about her crappy parents. So, the first thing. I won't forget it. So, what did you think of the movie?
I understood more than I...
How?
I'm not so sure I was dead. Of everything.
That's not...
No,
You're up to date, but not...
Just...
You're always free to ask. Like...
I had...
Sure. But first...
Can you...
It's, blood magic, so my own blood is required to summon it.
What about...
They come true. Kind of, and not...
I had...
The...
Were you...
No, we were... First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents...
What did...
We ran, but eventually we... You know. At first, Chase with a... Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered and...
Where?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien after Gert passed. Chase... As for Alex, he...
I had... If each magical effect is unique, do you...
Not really. I only use the stuff... Like... Good time...
I'm glad to see you using your free time productively. Looks like you're finding your way around. Things are moving at a frantic pace.
I remember many sleep...
I'll give you that.
I
am sorry.
What? Agatha...
Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. Wanda's abilities were growing too quickly for my life. Yes, incinerated in an instant. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away. I know the others still harbor a great deal.
Was Wanda so different from me as a
I didn't have a choice. Wanda's powers were beyond even her own control. And this time I had no Agatha. I thought she would be safe. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha. You should pay your good night.
Agatha!
You always did have the most just like your mother. Maybe that's... To commune with the spirit.
Is this a trick?
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first... I actually find it...
You...
Always...
You seem...
After 1,000 years of living.
And...
Meet me by...
The Blood Gate?
I think we can safe... Ominous-looking portal is known as a Blood Gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Blood Gate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you, as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
That is something.
Hunter, hello.
What you doing, Charlie?
Is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtur.
Sarah, Caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials?
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference.
And this is my challenge.
Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear. As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtur was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
You were too weak for this fight. Your mother abandoned you. Feel my call. You have earned it. Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but young lizards. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't. Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting. Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, the two of you, as well as your lineage, and if you call upon them, they won't work miracles. Why don't you ask them?
She believes in our purpose. The goddess disagrees.
After all this time, it's still just as... It's hard to believe. Of course, it was no coincidence. This area is... That's why the Elder... And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. Why don't you... Oh, and... Let's keep... Good night.
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
We still have so many more movies to show you, like 70s grindhouse flicks. It's super easy to hang out with you, Hunter.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you. Strange out.
How's it going?
Hunter.
There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate?
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a "we" in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical...
And you...
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course. I have... I just want...
I hope the two of you create some...
As I said, his
But Tony's
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one... If I can find items to research, I can get...
I look forward...
Me too, Hunter. Now, step up to the anvil, Hunter. It doesn't bite.
Caretaker isn't big on the idea of hardwiring this place.
Oh, and I was just about to binge-watch my stories. By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all...
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony...
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. This is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within. It's not entirely worthless, just not especially valuable either.
let's get started, Dr. Spooky. Shh. Tony is working. Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? How does this look?
Until next time.
Hey, Hunter, got a sec to spare?